another beautiful night in Gilbert. Campo Verde High School Stadium once again hosting another NPSL matchup. For the third time this season, it's FC Arizona against FCAZ Tucson. These two teams met 7 days ago down the I-10, where FC Arizona took the 4-1 victory. And ever since then, it has been all FC Arizona since. Good evening, everyone. I'm Ahirson Hassan, joined by Jack Bartlett. Glad that you could tune in on this Saturday night. We had UPSL action before this with FC Arizona taking on Arizona Arsenal. We wrap up the night with some NPSL action, a little bit of an FC Arizona derby, if you will. And this FC Arizona side, again, started off the year with a 2-1 loss here at Campo Verde to Las Vegas Legends, currently atop the Southwest Conference table. But ever since then, they're able to find their bearings, and it started off with a 5-0 win against FCAZ Tucson a few weeks ago.
Yeah, you bring up the 5-1 win, Mahir, and really, if you look at the stats, their offense has been red hot. 17 goals scored just compared to 7 allowed.
Both teams looking towards the American flag as we have the national anthem here from Campo Verde. We'll take a quick break in the process. Anthem done, handshakes given, and it's time to play some Saturday night football under the lights of Campo Verde High School. The FC Arizona Derby. FC Arizona, the host here in Gilbert, Arizona, against FCAZ Tucson. Got some interesting action here in the week of May 6th here in NPSL. The Southwest Conference continues to cook. Lions United taking on Las Vegas Legends FC tonight in Glendale, Arizona, alongside this game. And then tomorrow, Glendale Lions will be taking on Las Vegas Legends, their second game of this weekend. FCAZ Tucson will be to the left of your screen, FC Arizona to the right. A nice uniform matchup in the process. FCAZ Tucson going with the all-white, and FC Arizona proper in that regards with the checkered navy blue and white tops with navy blue shorts and navy blue socks. Home side coached by Alejandro Aguilar, who once played for FC Arizona back in 2016 and 2017 alongside one of his assistants, Cesar Eduardo Mejia. On the other side, Christopher Towns leading FCAZ Tucson in their first season. Only one win on the season, only points they eventually got this season in that regards. A 2-0 win against Las Vegas Knights on the road on Sunday afternoon. It's a home side to kick it off. They'll be going from right to left. Visitors going from left to right. A 4-man official crew to start it off. Match day 6 for both sides. Whistle blown, and we're underway.
Yeah, and Mahir, going back to what we were talking about, for FC Arizona, a team that's been really explosive offensively, this is going to be a test for FC Arizona Tucson, a team that's given up 22 goals in their first 5 games. They've only scored 5, by the way, in those 5 contests. So a true test for their defense against an offense that is one of the best in the Southwest Conference thus far.
They start off on the left. Going out, Christian Aguirre feeding it forward. Give and go, no good. Play resumes. No foul given. Battled around. That's Isaiah Benjamin playing the left center back role. Just passing it over towards the right. Down the flank, picked off. Danielle Afshari wearing the captain's armband today for FCAZ Tucson. As the ball trickles back towards goal, it appears that we might be seeing Carlos Carrion in goal. It might be something else. We've seen Carlos Reyes Burboa show up recently. He started the last 3 games for FCAZ, as his side will earn a free kick here. Second minute, still 0-0 between these two sides. FCAZ, both times they play Tucson, start off in a flash. Up 3-0 in the first game within the first 15 minutes. In the second game, they were up 2-0 within the first 10 minutes. Here's Gabriel Waters threading it through. That's headed back. Picked up to the middle. Waters can't win it back. Over towards Eduardo Saucedo. Here's Saucedo again. Poked around. Jordan Figueroa, the captain for FCAZ tonight. Slid over. Here's Aguirre. There's Orduño. Back to Aguirre again. Rolling around. Cross, deflected. Up in the air once again. Poked around. Trying to get nifty there for FCAZ Tucson. Couldn't get anything going though. Throwing. Edge of the box. Lifted up with Aguirre again. Out on the wing. Lifted up. It'll be Carlos Carrion, it seems like. Just looking off appearance. Carlos Carrion will be your left midfielder, a man who's started higher in the attack. Known for playing fullback at times. This one lifted forward. Off of Luis Gonzalez, but his goalkeeper Ryan Tayoka able to get it. Picked off in the attack again. Into some space, shot taken, trickles wide.
And FC Arizona, they've got a pep in their step right now, Mahir. A little bit of a high press in that specific possession. And works off that they can get a shot, not on goal, and they obviously don't get it in the back of the net, but something to keep your eye out for in the early going, the first 4 minutes of the game.
Dino Redzik trying to play it over towards the wing. Deflected on the way out, so another throw-in for FCAZ. 5th minute of play. Still 0-0 between these two sides. 6th game of this 2024 NPSL season. Kind of sort of halfway, kind of sort of getting down to the wire. Flicked up. Bounced around. Scooped up again by FC Arizona. Knocked around Redzik trying to play it forward, and a free kick is called in favor of the hosts. Another scoop up as Christian Aguirre was the one to push forward. Now he'll head back as one of the field players patrolling around the 35 to 40 yard line of the American football field. Everybody else in the box. 2-man wall for FCAZ Tucson. In-swinger lifted in, headed away by the visitors. Throw-in will keep the ball with them on the far side.
A really strong free kick inside of the box. It got the curve that they obviously were hoping for, but just not quite the set piece that FC Arizona would have liked to establish in the early going. They have been attacking pretty aggressively in this first 6 minutes, but could have seen a little bit better in the box there.
Throwing back to the 18, flicked on and cleared away. Big boot back to the midfield. One-two pass snuffed out by the offense. Back again, Redzik to Benjamin. Snuck around, tapped into the midfield, picked off again. Trying to get around, and Victor Laredo will draw the free kick. It's back with him on the right wing. Over again on the right. Nutmegged forward, out towards Laredo. Attacking third. Patrolling on the side, lifted in, headed away. Off again, FCAZ just trying to get some pressure on the ball. As is the case with Jordan Figueroa's possession maintained, and in that regard, it's given back to FCAZ.
Yeah, it's unfortunate for FC Arizona Tucson. They had great sequencing. The passing was all there on that possession. To end it with your own teammate dribbling out of bounds. Of course, as you mentioned, the pressure was on. Not quite how you would like for that possession to end, given how it was going.
Out towards the side again. Going down, Figueroa and crew. Gets past his defender. Towards the 18. Stays with the play, can't connect to the through ball. Luis Gallegos picks it up. Gabe Waters, out to the right. High, deflected, and back to Taoka.
Yeah, in that situation for Waters, he really needed his center defensive mid to be up a touch sooner so he could play that back and switch the point of attack.
Missed connection there, as Saucedo was looking for Jose Luis Martin Montealegre. The sole scorer for FCAZ Tucson against their in-state and, in that regards, their club rival last week. Montealegre, 4 games started, 2 goals, one against Las Vegas Legends on the road in an 8-1 loss, the other one against FC Arizona. Only player on the visiting side to score in multiple games this season.
He is one of 2 FC Arizona Tucson players tied for 6th in goals in the Southwest Conference this season. Victor Loretto with 2 as well, and then there's 4 for FC Arizona. That would be Jordan Figueroa, Kyle Benjamin, Isaiah Benjamin, and Luis Gallegos.
Lifted high towards Laredo. Laredo under duress, brings it down, saved in the middle. Still bouncing around. Another try, blocked away. Out to the corner, it rolls out. And we'll have our first corner kick of the day. 2 big saves by FCAZ's defense.
FC Arizona Tucson really showing out in the first 10 minutes. They've been aggressive. They've been passing the ball well, and especially in these last 5 minutes, and they've been pretty composed defensively to start the game. Keep in mind, they have given up 22 goals in their first 5 games while only scoring 5.
Gonzalez, short run up, long throw into the box. Another head down. Another chance to counter here. Going with Figueroa. Lifted off. Still a chance for FCAZ. Pipped forward. Down the right. A 2-on-2 given. Rolling around. Lifted in. A header. Just skewed wide. A good counterattack chance by the hosts. Just couldn't break the deadlock.
And Mahir, that is the way soccer is supposed to be played. The passing, the switching of the point of attack, getting open and using the width of the field. That is a soccer coach's heaven right there. Just unfortunate that the header was just off the mark.
FCAZ Tucson back on the prowl, trying to break the deadlock. 12th minute of play, still scoreless between these two sides. 5 goals in each of the past 2 matchups as here come the hosts the other way. Barreling down into the 18, strong tackle. Ball continues to play, skied up. Rolling around again. Picked off, Isaiah Benjamin flicks it forward. Redsick to Waters. A strong midfield. Some defensive qualities in the case of Gabe Waters, who's known for patrolling as the 6. Dino Redsick, similar qualities as well. Here he is on the ball. Out on the left, it's Aguirre playing left back. Saucy move, patrolling back towards the middle again. Poked in, brought down, bounced around, and cleared away. Still many chances. Figueroa fights. FC Arizona stymied, and an off-the-ball tackle. Probably literally. in the case of, I believe, Javid Ahmedzada Gurkari, or pardon me, Moises Mata back there. Moises Mata on the start. Ahmedzada Gurkari currently on the bench right now. Donning the number 27 jersey, but has played in number 26 this year. Three-man wall. Pipped forward into the box. Header! And it's in! The chance was coming. The chance was knocking. And once again, Isaiah Benjamin inserts himself into the rivalry. 14th minute, he's broken the deadlock. FC Arizona 1, FCAZ Tucson 0.
Yeah, Mahir, it was only a matter of time before FC Arizona got on the board. 17 goals in their first 5 contests. Now you can make it 18 in their first 6. They were playing very composed in the first 13 minutes. Their passing was really exceptional. And in their last few possessions, they've really started to just click.
So 15th minute, a 1-0 lead for FC Arizona. Aguirre earns the foul as he tracked back towards his fellow defenders. Waters' quick restart. Out towards the right. Lifted forward, a poke, but it's up. More importantly, it's offside. We've seen some commotion from that left-hand side. A lot of players who have come in and caused some havoc. Speaking of which, here's a chance. A curler! What a catch! What a save! Ryan Taoka, he might have to stand on his head tonight if he wants FCAZ Tucson to get a result. Free kick to FCAZ Tucson. Already a lot of attacking so far. It continues this way. Figueroa throw in. Many players scattered back away from the 18. Already caught napping once. A chance where FC Arizona did not score. Launched back, or rather to the near post from that side. Back post from ours. Trickles out, goal kick. Chances continue to come. Lofted forward. Just played back towards goal. Taoka just has to boot it away into no man's land, if you will.
You know, Mahir, I've really loved how FC Arizona in the first 17 minutes have built up their offense. They stay patient. They keep the ball in their defensive half with their center backs and their outside backs until they know they can get the ball to the point of attack. Switching the point of attack is so incredibly important in the sport of soccer. And FC Arizona, almost perfection in that element.
Back it goes. Shared around. Benjamin. Lofted forward again. No one there to meet it. Pressure comes. Just knocked away. Goal kick though. Left side now. Threaded through. Back we go. Aguirre. Benjamin. Rolled around again. 19th minute of play. 0-0 between FC Arizona and FCAZ Tucson. A rivalry that has gone well in favor of FCAZ. A 5-goal win here on April 21st. A 3-goal win on the road last week. Trying to build on to what is a 10-point resume. 3 wins, 1 draw, 1 loss. But that 1 loss was in the season opener to Las Vegas Legends. Play down the way. Chance for Redzik. Left off. In space. A chance saved by Talca. It remains scoreless for now as a big collision happens far side. Daniel Afshari. It seems like he went flying there as he remains on the ground.
Yeah, what was for a brief moment in time here beautiful soccer. Perhaps I love how we just got finished talking about how FC Arizona was building up their offense in almost a perfect way with how they switched the ball and they've been patient, and then you see them come down the field with a pass right down the line, and it leads to a beautiful cross to a guy wide open in the box, and not even a minute later, a very dirty play but for FC Arizona. Just an unfortunate sequence of events.
So a change coming in goal. And it seems like This is going to be for FC Arizona. Carlos Carrion will be off, and it seems like we will see Carlos Reyes-Borboa come on. Carrion getting some high fives on the sideline. A player known for being as a fullback, but has stepped into the goalkeeper role this year.
He's been able to get the job done quite a few times in his 3 games started. 2 wins, 1 against the Glendale Lions, and a 4-1 win against FC Arizona Tucson earlier this season.
And Borboa, that too, like you said, Jack, last 3 games. So he's become that guy. Adrian Thomas got the start in the opener against Las Vegas Legends, a 2-1 loss. All goals scored in the second half of that one. FCAZ with the lead before the Legends rallied to take all 3 points on the road. Long throw in here, lofted high to the box, headed away. It's a good meetup by Waters. Laredo. Bounced outside. Jacob Siegel joining the attack. Laredo again, signed-wided and kicked away. Chance far side now. Rolled around off the turn. Just seems like FCAZ is just poking for those opportunities. Another free kick for FCAZ Tucson. 23rd minute of play. FC Arizona up 1-0 on their in-state rivals. Mihirson Hassan, Jack Bartlett back with you at Campo Verde. Glad that you could tune in on this Saturday night. James Mackey behind the camera. Joseph Furtado, our director. Got a few more games here. We'll be back next week as FC Arizona takes on Lions United. Another interesting game for the side. A 4-4 draw on the northwest side of the Valley of the Sun. Poked around. Redzik leaves it for Aguirre. Aguirre traversing in, gives it back. Home side up 1-0 right now. Soaring high. 1 ball, 2 ball. Going forward again, picked off. Both teams content where they are right now, but Alejandro Aguilar wants his FC Arizona side to go forward. Right now up 1-0, courtesy of an Isaiah Benjamin goal in the 15th minute. Free kick. Taken right at the 30-yard line. In between the 3 and the 0 far side. High side goes on. Lofted forward. Back post. Headed away. Defense continuing to be somewhat of a strong suit for FCAZ Tucson.
Yeah, nice job of poking the ball away, especially with 2 forwards of FC Arizona in that particular area where the ball was being located. Doing a good job of mitigating the disaster right now is the defense of Tucson.
Corner kick. If I'm not mistaken, first of the day for the home side. In swinger. Headed away again. Redirected back. Pushed off the ball. Given again. Rattling around FCAZ. Bodies flying. Ball traveling. And it's picked off again. Oda trying to push the pace for the visitors. Left forward. Laredo giving a through ball. Carlos is there to save the day. Out to the right side again. Playing forward, lifted back, into the space, dancing around, poked away again. Good build-up, just can't find the option. Here's Waters, near side, blocked away. Knocked down, rolling away again. Take two for FCAZ. Redzik swung in swinger, lifted around, a chance and another save. Either way, flag's gone up, far side.
Yeah, Mahir, you have to watch your lines, especially in these types of situations around the goal box. Something for FC Arizona, they need to stay cognizant of. Yes, it's the first offside, but may come and bite them later on.
Isaiah Benjamin, not to be mistaken with Kyle Benjamin, known for being a striker for FC Arizona. Kyle Benjamin, another guy that knows Alejandro Aguilar pretty well, on the men's club soccer team at Arizona State University. Played through, a chance, just skewed wide. First look towards goal for Monte Alegre. Nothing challenging Carlos Reyes Porboa right now. Up top again. Rolling around. A different combo of personnel. Benjamin Orduño, who slid into the center back role a few times this season. And chance again. Blocked off, back with the visitors. Out to Laredo, triple teamed, trying to play it through. Monte Alegre's got it. 1-on-4, dancing in the box. Decides to leave it off. Chance again, Laredo picked away. A man trying to go up against numbers. A man against men in that situation. Both head coaches pretty patient right now. Aguilar known for doing this, especially in the last time, April 21st, when FCAZ played Tucson. Christopher Towns standing up right now, right in front of the action. Both coaches known for trying to innovate, especially when it comes to overall tactics. Towns was doing it even when his team was down 5-0. Just, what would it be now? 3 weeks ago? 3 weeks ago. Edge of the 18, now inside of it for FCAZ. A shot and another steer away by Taoka. 30th minute, FCAZ knocking for that second goal.
Yeah, Mahir, going back to your point on innovation, we've seen Tucson go on runs and unique and authentic ways this first 30 minutes of the game. And for FC Arizona, they love that long ball and they try and find the open space in whichever way they can do so. And just so I'm sure it helps that, you know, the campus of Arizona State being #1 in innovation helps with the innovative minds here tonight.
That might be the most interesting fact. I've been calling a lot of FC Arizona games this year. That might be the most interesting fact. Good connection.
Can't bring up innovation without bringing up that ASU's #1.
That's true. It's 20 minutes up the road from here. Take 202 and 101. Meanwhile, Tioka under duress. Almost lost his footing. Boots it forward. Innovation led with incision for FC Arizona. Free kick again for FCAZ. A team that has been relatively close in games, one might say that. It has been interesting to see how they have functioned. First year in the NPSL. First year as a club in general, too. Booted forward. 2-on-2. More numbers coming up. No funny business. Over the head.
It was a great step there for Tucson to clear the ball away, and it's been similar aggression from the defensive half of Tucson that's kept this game 1-0 in the first 32 minutes.
Redzik. Back to goal. Figueroa will earn the free kick here. "33rd minute. FC Arizona up 1-0 on FCAZ Tucson. Both teams looking for some bragging rights in general. 4 teams in the Southwest Conference from State 48, the other 2 being Lions United FC and Glendale Lions. You can kind of guess where both of those 2 teams are from the second name. Roughly I'd say 45-minute drive from here on the West Valley. The other 2 coming from Las Vegas, the Legends and the Knights. Into the center. Knocked around, it's Redzik again. Poked out, Aguirre left-footed. And it hits the crossbar. That is the football crossbar. We got the "it's good" sign. If you watch American football, you get it. Shout out to our cameraman, James Mackey, doing it.
We were making jokes about that during the first broadcast for quite a few times in the second half.
Laredo. Pipped forward. Looking around, that's nifty defense. And you earn a throw-in on top of it. Another throw-in, lofted right to Waters. In the center circle. Benjamin, picked up, off the turn. And another free kick. FCAZ, even if the score doesn't show it, albeit they are up in this game, they have majority of the possession, just trying to wear down their opposition right now. Waters. Thought about the long ball. He'll play it back. Split pass forward. Rolling around. Picked off again. FCAZ Tucson doing a lot in their power to keep the score the way it is and maybe get something going. Montealegre. Stumbling on the ball. Tracking back. Double teamed. Still fighting. And gets it off. Pretty good. Off again, rolling into FCAZ's attacked. Lofted forward into some space. It's Figueroa. Deflected off, trickled out. It will be a throw-in deep in the attacking third here in the 36th minute. A long trot into the abyss here at Campo Verde. The running joke of this high school football stadium. A 5A team in general. It's pretty good. Second highest division in Arizona high school sports. Redzik. Waters. Some space to work. Give and go. Out to the 18. Played around. Off the turn. Deflected right towards the goalkeeper. First chance in a while Ryan Taoka got tested, but he's able to put it away. FCAZ Tucson trailing 1-0 right now. If I'm not mistaken, as I'm looking here at their previous schedule, they have trailed in every match. I should say they've trailed at halftime in every match they have played this season. The one exception to that, a 2-0 win against Las Vegas Knights on the road. Still, scoreless at halftime. Out and picked off. Into some space. Head picked up. Ball played forward. Into some space, rolling around, giving right back, trying to slalom his way through. Play towards Gallegos. Redzik resets. Waters. Double teamed. Almost a good pickoff. And now cleared away right towards the center, though. Settled only for a while. Forward they go. Figueroa forges down the left flank. Keeps his footing. Nonetheless, earns a free kick towards the corner. You can just sense that FCAZ wants to add one more before the halftime whistle.
Yeah, growing their lead before halftime would definitely put the pressure on Tucson in the second half for a team that, as we've said a few times, struggled offensively in their first 5 games.
Outswinger, bounced up and caught right at the goal line, it seemed like. Immediate boot forward. Looking for options forward. It's Saucedo trying to make a run. Stopped for a while. Play continues in attacking territory. Knocked around. Towards the middle. And a long switch into the middle of nowhere. Victor Laredo trying to pull the trigger. Sent it a little too far.
I liked how in that possession Tucson was playing tactically and with incision. Even on the long ball that came out of bounds, they knew it was a throw-in for their team in their attacking half, and Loretto just maybe saw something that quite wasn't there and ends the possession a bit early for them.
Benjamin. Pirouette around with Waters playing back. .41st minute of play. Hosts up 1-0 right now. Playing it forward. It's Figueroa. Can't center it. It's still in the box. Player sliding around. Figueroa again, trying to take it byline. Triple teamed, knocked away. What a nifty move. Continues his run, Saucedo. Saucy by Saucedo. Center circle action again. Gallegos. Played out from Redsick. Towards the right once again. Aguirre. Feigns off traffic for now. Lifted forward and seen out. Taoka might have taken a touch on the way out, and indeed he did. A gift of a chance for FCAZ as they take this corner kick.
Yeah, good on the AR to keep his eye on the ball and pay attention to even the last few seconds of the ball being in play. Changes the whole trajectory of the final 3 minutes of the first half here.
A long trot to take this one. Already seen one goal from set pieces today. 43rd minute. 2.5 before stoppage time. Up high. Over everybody. Arced back. Rolling around. It's Gallegos. Waters. Challenging. Byline. Cross. Headed up. Misplay there.
Yeah, just not the touch you want if you're Tucson in that situation. Taking a touch to maintain possession and stop and see where the open guy is definitely would have been a smarter move.
Knocked on again. Pressure continues to roll. A boot to the bench. As we roll towards the 45th minute, as you see on your screen. FC Arizona trying to extend their unbeaten streak to 5 as they return home after a 3-match road trip. FCAZ Tucson trying to get their first result against their in-state rival. So far working in favor of the hosts, up 1-0 courtesy of Isaiah Benjamin. Saucedo picked up, headed down. What a nifty turn. It's Gallegos again. Figueroa already brought out the nasties once. He'll play it simple towards Redsick here. Head picked up, lifted forward. It falls to Figueroa. First time shot. Bounces well wide. 45 through. Whistle blows, and that's it for the first half here from Campo Verde High School. FC Arizona looking for its 3rd win against FCAZ Tucson. Right now, they're in the driver's seat, up 1-0. Jack, overall thoughts from the first half?
Yeah, I thought Tucson played really well defensively considering the test that they were and the tall task that they were put up against at the start of the game for FC Arizona, playing the game of soccer the way you're supposed to play, with the long balls, playing up the line, the runs and the give and goes. They did a really exceptional job, especially in the latter half of the first, of sequencing and passing. But for Tucson, I think they did a stellar job of keeping the score at 1-0 through the first 45 minutes.
So we've got about I'll say a 14-minute break here from Campo Verde High School in the East Valley of Phoenix. FC Arizona right now doing pretty well. We'll take a quick break, and we'll be back for more action right here on the FC Arizona YouTube page.
Inferno TV provides students here Inferno TV Inferno TV provides students here at ASU a really unique opportunity to get experience both in front of the camera and behind the camera, and it's something that I'm really happy to see the growth of here at Inferno TV, just the opportunities that freshmen and transfer students especially have to get those reps. It's not something that's easy here at Cronkite. It's not something that's an easy field to get into, and so to be able to provide people those opportunities is something I'm really happy about.
Obviously, ASU has a lot of NCAA programs, but what people might not realize is that they also have a lot of club teams that need some coverage and allows some people to get some behind the scenes action, whether they want to be in front of the camera, whether they want to do play-by-play, ringside, sideline, or production, camera work, whatever the case might be. Inferno TV offers that to those students because I feel like you can never have too many clubs that give students real world experience.
And something we really wanted to do was not just provide students that with more opportunities, but also provide these clubs that don't get coverage with more opportunities to get coverage. So, you know, now we're covering Skyline Prep, we're covering ASU lacrosse, ASU men's soccer, FC Arizona is a big one.
And it's really just been like good because we're able to give Cronkite students experience with what they want to do, as well as providing the families of these student athletes a chance to watch them play.
There's another cool thing about Inferno TV is that, again, we cover sports that don't really get a lot of coverage, so a lot of parents come up to us and they're like, thank you so much for covering us and all that stuff. And, you know, I think a huge one is whenever we're able to do things like ASU women's hockey and you see a lot of parents, and a lot of parents come up to you and say, you do great work, this is the only way I can watch my daughter, or for D2 hockey, it's the only way I can watch my son. I think that's a lot of, you know, a lot of happiness and a sense of achievement that everyone gets, and it's cool to be able to not just offer that for teams, but offer that outreach to students.
I think one of my goals for the future of Inferno TV is I'm just looking forward to seeing all of the success stories that we have that come through this program. You know, to see where it started without it being even called Inferno TV in the very beginning, to then the creation of Inferno TV officially as a club, to where it's going to grow in the future beyond when I'm here. So just seeing how it evolves in the future, seeing all the people that come through the program that go on to do great things in the professional world, that's something I'm really looking forward to. Inferno TV provides students here at ASU a really unique opportunity to get experience both in front of the camera and behind the camera, and it's something that Inferno TV provides students here at ASU a really unique opportunity to get experience both in front of the camera and behind the camera, and it's something that I'm really happy to see the growth of here at Inferno TV, just the opportunities that freshmen and transfer students especially have to get those reps. It's not something that's easy here at Cronkite. It's not something that's an easy field to get into, and so to be able to provide people those opportunities is something I'm really happy about.
Obviously, ASU has a lot of NCAA programs, but what people might not realize is that they also have a lot of club teams that need some coverage and allows some people to get some behind the scenes action, whether they want to be in front of the camera, whether they want to do play-by-play, ringside, sideline, or production, camera work, whatever the case might be. Inferno TV offers that to those students because I feel like you can never have too many clubs that give students real world experience.
And something we really wanted to do was not just provide students that with more opportunities, but also provide these clubs that don't get coverage with more opportunities to get coverage. So, now we're covering Skyline Prep, we're covering ASU lacrosse, ASU men's soccer, FC Arizona is a big one.
And it's really just been good because we're able to give Cronkite students experience with what they want to do, as well as providing the families of these student athletes a chance to watch them play.
Another cool thing about Inferno TV is that, again, we cover sports that don't really get a lot of coverage, so a lot of parents come up to us and they're like, thank you so much for covering us and all that stuff. And I think a huge one is whenever we're able to do things like ASU women's hockey.
We welcome you back inside of Gilbert, Arizona at Campo Verde High School, a contest between FC Arizona and FC Arizona Tucson. A contest that FC Arizona leads 1-0 after the first 45 minutes. A game where the offense for FC Arizona looked tactical. They played with precision and incision. And Mahir, what can you say in the first 45 minutes that maybe explains this 1-0 lead for FC Arizona?
I think it's the fact that FC Arizona's been able to keep possession, and more than just keep possession, they've been able to drive down the flanks and get into certain spaces where it starts from what we've seen from the back with Christian Aguirre and even Isaiah Benjamin, bringing it forward into the midfield with guys like Gabriel Waters, and then you can get those chances just free-flowing. And credit to FCAZ Tucson's goalkeeper, Ryan Taoka. He's done a good job to just piece things together and keep this a 1-0 lead for FC Arizona, because if it's not for his heroics and for his defense in general, this could be much worse.
Yeah, you bring up Ryan Taoka, a handful of just remarkable plays in the goalie box. Are they going to have to keep relying on that, or do they need offensive success as well if they want to even the score, or better yet, try and win this game?
I think there needs to be some offensive success, but I like what I'm seeing so far in the sense that they're trying to play out of the back, but not just play out of the back, but get some counterattacks going. And it's about just finding different players, whether it's Eduardo Sacedo or even Victor Laredo. We haven't seen a lot from Jose Luis Martin Montealegre, who was the guy who scored against FC Arizona last week. He's been kind of the catalyst, you could say, whether it's through the middle as a center forward or even on the right wing, just pushing the pace in the area. We just haven't seen much from him. And I think if there's one player that needs to stand out for the visitors, it's him.
So all 11 back on the pitch, 45 back on the clock. We are almost underway here in the second half of the sixth game of the NPSL Southwest Conference season. A contest that could really help FC Arizona Tucson from not from a standings perspective per se, but climbing the ladder to get back in reach of some of the teams ahead of them. They, with just one win, sit at 3 points and second to last in the conference, compared to the team above them that has 7 points, so 4 points more. A tie would put them within a win's reach of starting to slowly climb the ladder for FC Arizona, second in the conference. So a big contest with big stakes in the early going of the season. So now it seems we are almost all set. The referee will blow his whistle. And we are underway. Played wide. A quick pass, a one-touch that loses possession for FC Arizona Tucson. Another wide pass. And back to the center back. Trying to switch the point of attack. As you brought up, Mihir, playing in the back. Although you discussed it with Tucson, this would be FC Arizona, who also was pretty prominent in that element themselves. Using their goalkeeper, Burboa. Trying to stay hesitant. Finally getting pressure. And clears it away. A one touch. And it's back in possession of Tucson. FC Arizona wins it back quickly, though. A nice elusive skill move up the field, right down the line. And they are able to keep it in on the far sideline. A pass inside. FC Arizona able to switch the point of attack. Played backwards. And now once more, Gallegos. Waters plays it back to the center back. And now out to the far side and wide. Down the line. A 3-on-1, able to get the ball off of his foot. But here you see FC Arizona still playing patient, willing to play the ball backwards and not force anything. Burboa plays it to Gallegos.
At this point, it's just about possession. You just want to keep it in your realm. And I think Alejandro Aguilar talked to his players about what he's seen when they get numbers for it or when they have turnovers. It doesn't bode well for them.
Pass that got flicked in the air, trying to be settled by just about anyone, but it will roll out. So a throw in for Tucson coming up. Seems to be Luis Gonzalez taking the throw. A huge throw, but headed by FC Arizona. And they will keep possession, dribbling down the line, but only for a brief second. Pass inside, now quickly back out. And now a cross and switch up the point of attack, flicks it ahead, over the head of Takoya, and FC Arizona nets the second goal of the night 3 minutes into the second half.
Just a pretty simple attack from FCAZ. Just a great ball threaded through, and FCAZ Tucson was just caught lacking ball watching at that point. It's not something you want to do as a defender, as a center back, especially knowing the runs that these forwards can make. It cost them there. FCAZ up 2-0.
So now Tucson, having allowed 24 goals in their first 6 contests. Played backwards. High pressure allows FC Arizona to get the ball back quickly off of a one-touch pass that went awry. And then a little bit more of just a tackle that go around. It's tough to see the numbers, Mahir. It's with the gold and the lights flashing down. It'd be tough to tell who that was. Nevertheless, a free kick for FC Arizona coming up. We'll take it at around the 20. But before that, the center referee marking for 10 yards. Put the ball into play, Tayoka. Making sure no doubt of that one. Blocking it and then rolling out of bounds.
And that was just another good save, and it felt like the way FCAZ Tucson set up that wall where it seemed like there were about 4 in the area, just 4 trying to block that shot. It looked like it had a chance on goal.
It's played in, kept in by FC Arizona, but Tucson there to win it back. FC Arizona will play it backwards themselves. Gallegos finds his center back, right back to Gallegos. And now a long ball, trying to feed Fonzo. And now either team looking to just settle the ball. Tucson will win back possession. Out the far side. Played up. A nice shot. But not out of reach of FC Arizona's goalkeeper. It could have been costly, something that we saw very similar to the second goal for FC Arizona.
And I feel like that's something that's haunted FC Arizona's goalkeepers, especially last year during the UPSL season, where there were often times where opposition players would just take a crack from 35, 40 yards out, just trying to lift it over. Even if the goalkeeper's 5, 10 yards off his line, that could be costly, but Reyes Borboa, no problem there.
Jacob Segal took the first free throw for Tucson, but he'll hand it on over to his teammate, that being Luis Gonzalez. Gonzalez signaling for his players to move closer to the goal box. And he heaves it right in there, headed. Tucson looking to get another head on it, but FC Arizona able to clear the ball away and out of bounds. Pretty strong defense we've seen from FC Arizona. Not allowing very many runs from this Tucson team. Gonzalez with another throw in right to the box, flicks it backwards to his teammate, but FC Arizona again responding with another clearance, which will lead to yet again another Tucson throw in. Seems we do have a substitution. It'll be Josue Murillo.
Yeah, it's kind of a like-for-like change in ways. And have Murillo sliding into his usual right back spot.
He comes in for Marco Afonso. Tucson still with possession. As it batted away. Will be passed on the wide far side. And now backwards. A A big boot and a clearance for FC Arizona. Plays Murillo down the line. Now pass down the middle. It'll be Luis Gonzalez who gets there first, but not the best pass, and FC Arizona with quick possession. Jacob Seagal now. Out wide to Victor Laredo. Gallegos finds his teammate. Afonso. Back to Afonso. Quick little give and go, but Tucson trying to thwart the effort. Unable to do so, as here comes a big attack for FC Arizona. Leaving it for the captain. The shot and just off the mark.
That was a good chance by FC Arizona, just trying to work in towards the attack. Not a bad chance by Figueroa. Could have motored in a little bit, but when you have the leg that he does, it's just a case of why not.
FC Arizona looking to attack once more. The pass, just a little steep for his teammate as Teoka gets his hands on it, and Tucson looking to work quickly with another counter attack. A long ball. Will be picked up by Adrian Thomas. Pardon, actually, Carlos Reyes Burboa. Pass just misses the feet of Marco Afonso, and Takoya does his job of clearing the ball. A little 50-50 action here as Afonso able to win back possession for FC Arizona just for a brief second. Tucson looking for another counterattack as they go the other way. Neither team wanting to maintain possession at the moment. Played outside. That time to Seagal. Played up the middle. Tucson thought about keeping it on the feet of Victor Laredo, but he has it stripped away.
There's been a little bit of a tactical change for FCAZ Tucson where they've started to bring some numbers forward. Toya Oda specifically, known for playing right back, now he's playing more into the attack. Saw him as a center forward for a little while. Has played more into the cam, center attacking midfielder.
A shot, and as he was taking the shot, ripped to the ground. That was Jose Luis Martin Montelaregre, pardon me. I could not spot who committed the infraction, but nevertheless, it is a free kick with Victor Laredo taking it for Tucson. Right around the 23 or 24 yard line. Laredo, a big boot, but Burboa able to get his hands and body. Afonso plays it up, looking for his striker, that time Provenzano. Thought about a give and go, but the Tucson defense just a bit too strong that go around. Will lead to a throw-in, though.
And it's just about smart decision making there. You didn't see any crazy switches across the pitch. It was just about getting to the man that was open. Find the easy pass.
Fonzo with the throw. Right back to him. The cross inside, but it will go the distance and head out of bounds. So from a FC Arizona throw to a Tucson throw is how that will be managed. It was a simple throw in and a simple pass back, but I'm not sure Afonso was listening to you, Mahir, because not quite as simple as a cross. Now a substitution being made for FC Arizona. It's Tariq Salama checking in for his teammate.
And we're going to see Salama slide into just the sole center back role. He's played that position before.
A shot, but it will be picked up by Takoya. He has certainly earned his stripes tonight. Segal plays it backwards for Tucson. Now taken away by FC Arizona. Segal trying to switch the point of attack. A dangerous pass. But Tucson fortunate that go around. Now in their attacking half. They've got some options, but FC Arizona quick to thwart them. Here around the 50. A pass up, but Takoya will get there before anyone. Having to beat out his center back in a race there to clear the ball. Although the right decision.
And sometimes when you're a goalkeeper, it's just about you being the CEO. So you have to take responsibility in that moment to kind of direct your players on what to do. So even though it seems a bit weird for him to come out while his center back is dealing with it, it's just about leadership.
Here comes Tucson. Still bringing all their men down the field. They got an option on the far side. Now playing it back. Trying to work down the middle. Thought about a give and go, but FC Arizona thwarts the opportunity. Headed away as FC Arizona now looks for a clearance. The pass goes off Tucson, and now a throw in for FC Arizona. A long ball. They had the numbers and the opportunity, but just a little bit off the lines is Kyle Benjamin.
You can tell that this team's just trying to thread some passes here and there. Just get into more of a rhythm. We saw that offside flag go up a few times in the first half, and it's the same rhythm here. But the thing is, you're up 2-0. It tends to be working.
Benjamin with another opportunity. The shot deflected by Takoya. So now here in the 64th minute, a man down for Tucson. So we will await the corner kick for FC Arizona with a presumptive injury on the pitch. The center referee calling for the athletic trainer. It's Luis Gonzalez of Tucson. One of the strengths of the back line for Tucson here tonight. Just kind of a slight limp as he exits the field.
And an immediate substitution for Yemen Haiti in the process.
Haiti has yet to appear in a game this year. This, of course, being his first.
That to a guy that was an unused substitution the last time FCAZ Tucson played here at Campo Verde.
A strong corner just off the mark. Will be batted away by Tucson. There was the header opportunity, but not able to find the back of the net. That go around. Another throw in for FC Arizona. The throw in right back to the box. The header. Takoya cannot stop it. What a header. What a goal. I'm speechless, Mahir.
I think I am too. It's just a great header, like you said, but you have to feel for Taoka. He was going to make the save, and it just managed to bounce off his right arm. Not sure if they'll count it as a goal for FC Arizona or they'll count it as an own goal. Either way, FCAZ is up 3-0.
3-0. About 67 minutes of action.
There's a certain rule, I forget what it is, but if there's a deflection and the shot's on goal, and should it deflect off of someone from the opposition, it will be credited to the attacker. But in this situation, I mean, the shot itself was off the crossbar, so, and we have seen that in some certain situations.
Following the goal, Ryan Takoya's night in the box is over, and Landon Crone, who has started in just one game this season, now sits in the goalie box for Tucson. As they look to change things up and get themselves a goal of their own, down by 3 in the 68th minute. Seagal plays it up the middle. Quick poke away here by FC Arizona and a one-on-one. That'll end up with a throw-in for FC Arizona in their attacking half yet again.
And if you're Alejandro Aguilar, I think there's something inside of you that says, you got to keep going, you got to attack, you got to attack. 5-0 victory, then a 4-1 victory. This team knows how to lay on the goals.
Alfonso with a throw-in. Trying to put it in the back of the net, but skying it high in the air. Well off the mark, and in fact, very much behind the goal. Crone with his first goal kick and gets a second opportunity here. It will be Jacob Seagal to take the goal kick. All the Tucson players pretty much down the middle of the field and able to get a couple of heads on the ball, unable to settle it, but a whistle being blown. Jacob Seagal, the last defender for Tucson, as they now make their way down the pitch on the far side. Plays the ball up to his teammate. Pass inside. Now back out wide. Tucson unable to switch the point of attack that go around. And now Loretto finds his teammate Saucedo. Back to Loretto. Loretto in the box, the shot, and it gets in the back of the net. Here in the 70th minute, Tucson has their 6th goal in as many games, and they trail by just 2.
And you feel like it's just a little bit of momentum's going in favor of FCAZ Tucson. Just that one consolation goal gives you a little bit of hope, and more importantly, it's just a good combo between all of them. Victor Laredo in the area, Martin Monteala Legre as well.
So a few substitutions for FC Arizona. Appears Jordan Figueroa checks back into the game.
You have Brian Aceves sliding into left back. He scored in the last game against FCAZ Tucson on April 21st.
FC Arizona with the ball in their back line. Now a big boot trying to clear it away. Not to much avail, but they will keep possession with a throw in here in the 71st minute. Pass going over the head of all of his teammates, including the captain. Tucson now in some dangerous waters. The cross headed and cleared away by FC Arizona that time. Tucson knocking on the door of a 2nd goal in just about a minute. Could make things interesting, having been down 3-0, trying to claw their way back in. A long throw backwards to Loretto. He'll flick it on to Segal. In the middle, back to Segal. And they'll go backwards once more. Now out wide to Oda. Now to Segal. Switching the point of attack and losing the possession in the process. FC Arizona with quite a few skill moves, and the fans showing their their appreciation for the elusive moves. Alfonso back for the rebound. So the ball was crossed in. Alfonso was there to keep possession for FC Arizona, but then a whistle being blown. Tucson, a long ball, looks to be a one-on-one, slows down the pace, trying to find his teammates and finding his teammate out wide and backwards. Loretto down the middle. He's got a pass, and now back to Loretto. A big boot. And it's Burboa with a huge save, canceling out any chance of a fantastic ripper from FC Arizona Tucson.
Yeah, that was about 35 yards out, and that's just good contact where the ball's rolling towards you. You just have to, it's kind of interesting how to explain it, because if you're leaning towards your right in this instance, if you're kicking it with the left boot, it kind of provides a little bit of a spin. It's very straight on, though.
Burboa picks up the corner kick and immediately boots it away. Cleared by Tucson, and FC Arizona with another throw. It's Alfonso. He plays it out wide. He leaves it for his teammate down the middle and back to Alfonso. Another long leg But able to get on the head of it is the center back of Tucson. FC Arizona still in dangerous territory. The cross inside the box. Unable to find anyone of his teammates. Rebounded by FC Arizona for a brief second. The shot ricocheting. And Tucson looking for a counterattack. But it will be taken away. FC Arizona still fighting. Playing it out wide. The captain, Alfonso, rips it just wide right. We've seen a couple of shots from distance. A couple that have almost gone in. That one, I thought for sure had the chance.
That was his best look of the night from outside the box. Felt like Crone was also a little bit flabbergasted, you could say, on that it was going towards net. Just a good chance and an interesting way to end probably what, in my opinion, was maybe a minute or two of just free-flowing offense. Like everybody was out of position in certain ways, and for good, because both were just trying to get in behind the defense, just open up some channels, if you will.
A little bit of miscommunication for FC Arizona, and Tucson ends up back with the ball. Near the far side. And now here comes Montelaregre. He passes it out. Trying to find Montelaregre again. Tucson will win back possession for a brief moment before booting it out of play. Still near the far side. Flicked up to his teammate. Now coming into the box, Crone with a big stop. And perhaps an even smarter decision to just flick it out of bounds. Not much else you could have asked for in that situation. Perhaps kicking it out wide instead of behind the goal line. But nevertheless, a remarkable stop by Landon Crone.
We've seen this home side just run in behind and get their chances, get their looks on goal, and it puts the defenders on a swivel at time.
So FC Arizona with a corner, headed back inside the middle. A bicycle kick that it gets in! I don't think they're going to say it's a goal. So, a little bit of confusion here. But from what I saw, it was headed by FC Arizona back towards the middle of the box. A bicycle kick by his teammate hit off the crossbar and then the field goal post. Back down, rebounded by FC Arizona for a quote-unquote goal, but instead they're going to say the bicycle kick went off of Tucson before hitting both the crossbar and the field goal post. So another corner kick attempt. And that will be called for, I believe, a handball in the box, giving the third penalty kick of the day between both the UPSL FC Arizona team and the NPSL team of FC Arizona. It was FC Arizona who was awarded 2 penalty kicks in the game before this in the UPSL. FC Arizona getting another one here.
And it just seemed that FCAZ Tucson was just at a point they just couldn't catch a break. As you see, one of the players, it's Laredo,
Yep.
getting a yellow card. for the handball. You could just tell immediately everybody rushed to the ref to try to get it. It seemed very egregious. You want calls like that to go your way in this rivalry, and it's starting to show. And could see, it seems like Afonso might be taking the penalty kick here.
And yeah, I think you're right, Mihir. That does appear to be Marco Afonso. Landon Crone staying warm on the line, trying to keep his team within distance. Afonso rips one in the back of the net. The first penalty kick that makes its way into the back of the net tonight as FC Arizona extends the lead 4-1 here in the 80th minute.
And you could tell Afonso is just cool, calm, and collected. He's done this before where he's decided to slot it towards the left, and Crone, again, was not starting this match, so it's a tough position for him to be in, but he guesses incorrectly.
So now 4-1 in favor of FC Arizona with less than 10 minutes left. Tucson continuing to play on the far side. Still on his foot, trying to find Loretto, but it will be knocked away. FC Arizona coming the other way. On the near side and taken down by Michael Segal. Quick free kick taken. And now Victor Loretto wins it back for Tucson. Flicks it on ahead, and a little give and go as he now looks to work on the far side. Pardon, he actually switches the point of attack, but headed away, and now a clearance for FC Arizona. It will roll out of bounds. So it will be in the hands of Tucson. Yamin Haiti takes the throw in. Finds his teammate down the middle. Victor Loretto tackled to the ground. Bit of a aggressive tackle. That would be Josue Murillo with the infraction that go around. Now a big boot inside the box. Batted away by Burboa. A strong defensive effort by the goalie to use both of his fists to just knock that away. Finds Afonso on the outside. Now right up the middle, trying to work the triangle backwards. Unable to do so. As now here comes Tucson going the other way. He's got Loretto on the outside. Loretto trying to find it back on the inside. Trying to play Saucedo. Saucedo with a pass inside the box, but Burboa will knock it away as it now gets past the goal line for a corner kick.
Yeah, and this is not the second time today we've seen a goalkeeper misjudge the ball, thinking there's a deflection and he has to save it, but in reality, you can just let it go for a goal kick. We saw Taioka do that in the first half, and now Burboa falls victim to it.
And here, I think you read my mind, because that's exactly what I was thinking myself. Definitely a ball that Burboa could have let go. Nonetheless, the corner kick goes awry for Tucson and rolls out of bounds on the far side for a FC Arizona throw. That comes with about 5 minutes left. The 84 and a half minute marker. Still playing on the far side. Tucson comes down with it. And they do play it backwards. They find Haiti. Works it back towards the inside to Montelaregre. He passes it outside to Saucedo. Saucedo still with the ball on his feet. Taken away by FC Arizona. A big shot blocked away by Burboa. Loretto with the rebound, but just off the mark. Got a little bit of a bounce and then off or above the crossbar, hitting the field goal post.
And it's good that Burboa has just been able to step into these certain situations. He can read the ball well, and again, Laredo just has to bring that ball down. It's an interesting point because he could take it first time, but otherwise you're possibly in a position where you're in the clear and Burboa can step off his line and try to make a save in space.
Played down the field and then quite literally tackled to the ground. That is Isaac Matias, who was awarded the yellow card for his infraction near the middle of the field. Not sure if he was just a little over-ambitious or if he was trying to get some of his anger out. Nevertheless, a yellow card shown in the free kick as here comes FC Arizona looking for a cross in. The cross deflected out of bounds.
I think one thing that's been interesting today is I'm looking over at FC Arizona's bench, and Alejandro Aguilar looks pretty calm, cool, and collected, which is not something we've seen a lot, especially last year. Even with ASU men's club soccer, likes to get a little animated on the sideline.
The shot blocked away by Landon Crone, gets the second stop. Landon Crone able to thwart a fifth goal. A big leg. A race now for FC Arizona. The shot deflected away. Tucson able to win it back. A play right down the field. Montelaregre. A huge tackle, though, inside the box, keeping it a 4-1 game.
That's the type of hustle you want to see from your FC Arizona side, because this is a team that, you know, we saw it in UPSL season, even last year during NPSL season. We saw this team start off the year really well, and then as it goes on, tapers off a bit, right? UPSL, #1 seed in the Arizona Conference, losing extra time to SC Union Maricopa. NPSL up 1-0 against Crossfire Red in the West Regional semifinals, if you will, Sweet 16, and they eventually coughed that up. So it's just about being consistent, and I don't know if they're going to take the one spot. Las Vegas Legends looks pretty sweet right now, 5-point advantage over the second place FCAZ. But at the same time, you feel like if this team can play the way they have, just play consistently and just build on it over time, this is a team that can go into their own conference finals and do something pretty big.
Here comes FC Arizona looking for the fifth goal. Pass broken up by Tucson. And they will just keep possession on the back line. But surely, Mahir, in the last 5 minutes or so, this game has slowly gotten a bit out of hand. A couple of rough calls and rough plays. We've seen a few yellows, a little bit more fouling. Of course, the game has kind of written itself at this point with FC Arizona leading the way 4-1. And it will be Havid Gurkari checking into the game for the final minute or so of regulation. Big boot from Crone. It will be headed away by FC Arizona, and another throw for Tucson. Still playing on the far side. Played backwards, right into the feet of FC Arizona. Looking to play his teammate down the line. Alfonso does so. He now works inside, has it taken away for a brief moment, and now cleared away by Tucson. A big boot out of bounds. Landon Crone having to go shag a ball so that FC Arizona can take the throw. They do so. Still on the far side, right on the sideline. Alfonso playing super strong right now. And remarkable skills. Unable to keep it though.
And it's always nice to show off the flair, especially just doing keep away. We've seen Alfonso going up against 3-4 players from FCAZ Tucson. He's just unscathed. He just knows where to be in that certain position. And a lot of coaches will continue to say when you're in different scenarios, you need to have at least 2 ways to get out of it via skills. Such as that. Maradona from Viramontes.
And perfectly timed saying there, Mahir. He has it once again, a shot that well misses the mark, and that will be all she wrote. 4-1 is the final for FC Arizona. Now at 21 goals forced on the season. FC Arizona Tucson scoring just 1. And Mahir, a game that coming into the half, 1-0. What changed? How were both teams able to generate offense here in the second half with Tucson scoring 1 and FC Arizona plating 3?
I think FC Arizona just found the way that they were able to just penetrate some of these teams that they know they're better at. Just bring some numbers into the box, get some chances, and overall it just trickles in, right? You see a corner kick, which leads to a handball, which leads to a penalty kick. Another chance where it was just a bicycle kick, worth a chance, but it goes on target and it eventually bounces off the goalkeeper. It's just these ideas of wearing down your defense, and I kind of alluded to it at the start of the second half where FC Arizona just finds a way when you get possession, go into the attacking third, and just play a tactical matchup and just beat them down in that category. FCAZ Tucson able to find their key pieces such as Monte Alegre and even Saucedo, Laredo, all those guys late, a lot of guys that I kind of highlighted going into this matchup, but in the end, FC Arizona's team effort won the game.
Well, FC Arizona, as we mentioned, wins the game 4-1 here tonight against FC Arizona Tucson. Mahir, it's been a privilege and a pleasure to be in the booth with you tonight. Get to kick off the summer together. We will be here for most of the summer for FC Arizona. But from all of us at Inferno TV, Mahir Sinhasan and myself, Jack Bartlett, James Mackey, our cameraman, who's having some fun with us up in the booth, we say so long, farewell, and we all hope you have a great night.